Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I super appreciate it. This week, we're going to be looking at another Mario sequel. And this sequel is to one of my favorite sports games of all time, Super Mario Strikers. This game coming out on the Nintendo Wii in 2007, it's Mario Strikers Charged. Mario Strikers Charged is very much a mixed bag for me. I got it as a Christmas present, and I really enjoyed it. But there's a few different things that I didn't like, as opposed to what I liked from the first game. With that being said, how good is Super Mario Strikers Charged? Let's find out. Here's the intro. Well, this review might be super short this week, as this game has no real development history and no story, so we'll jump right into the gameplay for this week. I will be looking at the road to the Striker Cup. Now, in doing this is basically the story mode of the game. Mario Strikers Charged has it set that you can have the mode where you can go easiest to hardest difficulty or just straight up play the hardest difficulty in the game. We will get to why I actually think this makes for a horrible experience in this game. Anyway, for right now, let's look at how the game is played. For this game, you pick a captain like the first game. You pick 4 individual sidekicks this time, instead of just choosing one sidekick that ends up being the 3 rest of your players. I chose to pick Dry Bones, Monty Mole, and Hammer Bros, 2 offensive players, and 1 very good defensive player that has good movement. Now in this game you have the standard gameplay of soccer. You pass the ball and you try to put it into the goal, and then you prevent the other team from scoring a goal, and then you win the game. However, in this game, you have hits like in the first game. However, you have items in this game, and guess what? You can't turn them off like you can in the first game. And for me, that is an issue, because you could be on a huge tear dominating the game, or you could be on a huge comeback, and all of a sudden an item you cannot expect comes up and you just automatically lose the game. It's kind of bullcrap in that way. And the way that you get harder kicks in this game is one of 2 ways. You could charge a shot like normal, or you could pass the ball around. And passing the ball around is really good because you can actually make it so that the speed of the shot is even faster than a charge shot. It's really kind of an annoying mechanic, but it does work from time to time, and I actually think that's kind of fun. One of the things that they did change that I didn't like is that they do have more interactive fields in this one. Of course, you have your standard Conga Coliseum, Crater Field, the works, but in this one you also have fields that have changes to the actual field itself. Examples that come to mind are the Wasteland, which has freaking slippery ice, and a lightning bolt, which, oh yeah, by the way, can attack your goalie and make you vulnerable. You can also go to the dump, which makes you slow as molasses, and even when you try to pass with Dry Bones, you have to be mecha close to the guy, otherwise it ain't getting to him, and the other team will steal it. There are other examples in this game, but these are the only 2 I can really think of that are the most bullcrap. Graphically speaking, this game looks really good. Now, the fans aren't actually flat like in the last game, so that's a step up. And the actual fans look like fans. It's awesome. And I like when you get a power-up, the fans actually cheer for you and start chanting your name. Now, as for what I was talking about at the beginning, the difficulty. Here is the gigantic elephant in a room. Well, this game gets progressively harder and harder and harder until you get to the final series. I had to score pretty early on in the final matches and then just hold onto the ball and win. Like, come on, man, that's not fun. That's freaking stupid. I hate that it loses the gameplay at the end of the game because I cannot beat this fetcher. I just have to simply go ahead, score a goal, and then hold it back with the goalie. Even my Let's Play had to fast forward it because it was so dumb, and I couldn't do it while doing live commentary. That's the first time I beat the game. It was not a fun experience, and I didn't enjoy that part of it at all. The music in this game is okay. It's more nostalgic than anything else. The sounds, I mean, are pretty good as well. They sound super simplistic and are really the only 2 select few things I like about this game. I really did not have a fun experience with this game. And I'll tell you, there at the beginning, it was kind of fun. Towards the middle, it was still kind of fun. And then towards the end, it just got heartbreakingly difficult. I, again, don't mean to talk about the difficulty in that way, and I hate doing that in these kind of reviews. But it just has to be said. The game is super easy, and then it gets super difficult to the point where I had to get an early lead on PD Piranha in both the games, and then just kind of kick the ball back to the goalie and hold on to it. That's not fun to me. That's just not a good time. I like the first game because of the fast-paced action that it includes, and it doesn't include bullcrap like this game has. I'm very excited for Super Mario Strikers Battle League to come out, and I hope that it fixes a lot of the changes that this game had, and I hope it can incorporate some of the good things that were in the first game. I'm not really going to hold my breath, but it does potentially it could be one of the best games in the series. But Super Mario Strikers Charge definitely is not one of the best sports games that Mario's ever done. I mean, obviously there are better things in the first game. The customization is awesome. I enjoy the aspect of the graphics that are really good. I like that there's actually a real crowd in this game. But I don't like the stupid fields. I don't like the items. And unfortunately, the gameplay when it comes to difficulty is super unfair and is annoying. I can't stand that aspect. It ruins the high, fast-paced action that the first game had. The music is also not that great, but if you want to give this game a try, I cannot recommend it, but give it a shot if it's something that you want to try. Next week, we're going to be looking at Super Mario Land 2. I'll see you then.